Today's roulette strategy is an absolute classic in the game of football, but obviously we're playing roulette. It's called 442 and it's presented to us by Franco Flo. And when I say football, I mean original football. Some of you guys call it soccer. 442 is a pretty standard strategy in the game of football. We'll see how it performs on the roulette table. I've got the bet saved so we can jump in reasonably soon. I won't jump in this spin. We've got our where are we? Our $1,000 bankroll. In fact, I changed my mind. We will jump in this spin because I got it saved and we'll put $30 on the table. We've got our $1,000, got our stats ready, so why not jump in? So you can see pretty simply why it's called the 442. We've got 442, 442, 442. So three sets of 442. And that's 1, 2, 3. Let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corners of $4 each and 3 splits of $2 each. That is a total bet of $30. Okay, so not a big bet, but I think this is an aggressive 442 because you'll see what happens when we lose. I'll tell you the probabilities and the numbers and the jackpots, etc. in a minute. There's a loser for us to start off with. So we lost $30. Now, the progression is repeat and add a unit. Now, the aggressive part is when we come down, which I'll explain in a minute. So with this setup, we have 24 wins. And you might have guessed, and this has been a common theme with a lot of these roulette strategies, we have some jackpot numbers. So with 24 wins, 18 of them only pay $6. Now I've added a unit, 18 of them will pay $12. 6 of them are jackpot numbers, which will pay $42. They're the ones that touch 2 corners. Let's see what happens here, and we'll see how we turn out. 31. That's a little win. So that returned $72. Remember, it's a $60 bet. We're just going to repeat the bet. I'll quickly show you those jackpot numbers. I'll explain what we do with our progression. So we've got 29 and 32, obviously touch both those corners. 17 and 20, touch both those corners. And 5 and 8, touch both those corners. So there are jackpots. 5, 8, 17, 20. Everybody loves 17 and 20. So I'm not surprised to see their jackpot numbers. And 29 and 32. Then everything else is a win, but not a big win. And because of that, we are not reducing our bet until we either hit session profit or 20, fantastic, which we're definitely in session profit now. $66 in profit. All right, let me reset the bet. So the reset. So let's pretend that we're on a $60 bet. You go back a step, sort of like a D'Alembert. So we go from 60 back down to 30. Or actually, let's imagine we're on 90. So we can understand it's not a complete reset. If we were on $90 bets, we need to win 3 in a row and then drop our bet down a unit to 60. Or one jackpot number, go back down. Or if we're in session profit, just reset to the start. I will explain that again in a minute. 2 is a winner. That should be $6 profit. Yes, it was. $30 bet returns $36. So we repeat that bet. So let me just, I know most of you guys understood completely what I'm saying, but I feel like it's better to over-explain than under-explain. We will go back a unit if we hit 3 winners. Or we'll go back a unit if we hit 1 jackpot number. Or we'll just completely reset back down to a $30 starting bet if we go into session profit. Because remember, those 18 wins are only small wins. So when you lose 2, 3, 4 in a row and you win 3 in a row, it's not enough to completely reset. That's a jackpot number though. Wow. We're $114 in profit after 5 spins. So we only have 6 jackpot numbers. That was a $42 profit that time. Technically speaking, that should only happen 6 times in this 37 spin session. I always say that, and it sounds like it doesn't make sense, but it does. In this 37 spin session, we should technically hit 6 jackpot numbers. We've hit 2 already. So hopefully we don't use up all of our luck, but I'll take some good luck. is what happens when we start hitting losers. Because obviously we have 13 losers. It's not like that's actually a winner. It's not like we've got loads and loads of winners here. It's basically covering the same amount of numbers as 2 of the 3 dozens, which I obviously love. 24 numbers covered, 64.8% probability of winning. But because and Franco Flo obviously knows this, otherwise he wouldn't have implemented the 3 wins and go back a step. He knows, I'm guessing he knows, unless he's got super lucky, that because those other spins have smaller profits, you need to hit 3 of them before you go back a step. Because if you just hit 2, it's not enough. Another jackpot. This is flying. The 442 so far. I'll take it. I always get told off in the comment section for complaining that I'm too lucky, but we've got 30 more spins, guys, and we've seen, not recently, I must confess, this second half of the tournament is basically a polar opposite as from the first start. As we say in football, it's a game of 2 halves. The first 18 or 17 roulette sessions were not good. We were over $2,500 down. We are crawling it back in this second half. We're almost back in a profit. Anyway, the reason why I'm saying that is because when we get too lucky, it turns around right at the end. Right, that was a loser. We're going to repeat and we're going to add a unit. So let's see if that situation plays out where we can win 3 and then go back a step. The problem that we might get into is we win 2, then lose, then add another unit. Win 2, then lose, then add another unit. I think if you do that a couple of times, then hit a jackpot number, you're going to be absolutely laughing. But if you don't hit a jackpot number, you're going to start getting in trouble because you're going to go $90, $120, $150, and things could start getting out of control. So you're asking for 3 wins in a row when you're covering 24 numbers. Now, the probabilities say you should only win 2, lose 1. It's not a massive ask, but it's a bit more than what would be lucky. That's another loser. Not unusual to lose 2 in a row. Let's add a unit. So we're now on those $90 bets. So I would quite like to see this. Win 3 in a row, we drop it down to 60. Or a jackpot number, drop it straight down to 60. What I'm unsure about is, let's say we're on a $90 bet and we won 2 small ones, then a jackpot number. Do I continue my count of 2? So obviously I drop it because I hit a jackpot number, but do I continue counting 2 small wins and then on the 3rd one drop it again? I don't know. So I might just have to play that as I think is sensible. If it ever happens, we've just hit another loser. We're now in the negative, guys. So we're going to see how this recovers. Repeat, add a unit. There we go. $120 bets already. Let's have a quick look at those numbers. So we went jackpot. We've only lost 3. We've only lost 3 in a row. And our bets are $120. Now I could do with a 17. Would a 17 get us into session profit? I don't think it will. It'll let us reduce our bets down to 90, which would be fun. Don't really want to lose this. And even the other ones are only small wins. Let's see. I'll take any winner, to be honest. I know 7's... Oh, no, 7's good. I thought 7 was a loser. Right, we're in $6 profit. Bankroll profit. We're just going to have to repeat that. Let's go into those stats. So that was $18, and now we're $6 in profit. So that was $24 total profit, which makes sense. The base bet is $6 profit. So obviously we've gone 6, 12, 18, 24. We're on that 4th level, aren't we? 30, 60, 90, 120. Yeah, so as you can see, you're going to need at least 3, and then we just drop the bet. We don't even reset, which makes sense because you're going to be miles away. So I just want to drop the bet, to be honest. Oh, 8's a jackpot. Win session profit. We are 162, shot straight up to 174, reset. So I couldn't show you what was supposed to happen then. If we weren't in session profit, let me just have a quick look. 162, 174. Yeah, so stay with me here. If we didn't hit that number 7, we would not be in session profit after hitting 8. So we just go back a level. Then if we were to hit any winner, we'd be in session profit, then we completely reset. Hope that makes sense. Obviously, you don't have to be as strict as I'm being, and I'm not going to be that strict, to be honest, because I don't want to lose my entire bankroll. So you can obviously play it the way that you want to play it, but those are the rules as I understand from Franco Flow. Only go back a unit if you hit a jackpot number, but then when you get to session profit, completely reset. Picked up the wrong drink. Might have to blur that out. I don't know the YouTube algorithm or the YouTube procedures. I'm pretty sure I can, but I want to be safe with my channel. K22 is a loser. So that's a $30 loss, and we're just going to add a unit. Repeat and add a unit. So the recovery was very quick, very good, but obviously that jackpot number helped a lot. $6 up to 174. So what's that? That is 166. $166 profit, I believe, that jackpot number, which is obviously pretty good. 20? Oh, 9 works. So that's 1 win. Repeat. Let me just work out how are we going to get back to session profit here. So we're at 180. I think we're winning 12 at a time now, so we'll go to 174. Then our third win will take us above session profit, and we're going to reset, and we were going to drop a level anyway. So that makes sense. So Franco Flow, I think your progressions make sense with this sort of setup because you've only got $6 profit on those smaller ones. How that works later down the line when you lose 3, 4 in a row, I'm sure we'll find out. So I've got to reset my count, I believe. So repeat, add a unit. $90. Tell you what, you can get into a nice amount of profit pretty fast, but you give it back pretty fast, don't you? If we lose this, we're only $12 in profit, and 2 spins ago we were $180 in profit. So yeah, this can turn around. Like this can just. I think this is going to be one of those graphs that goes like this. Hopefully, it goes like this, not like that. We're going to be halfway after this one. We know 24 is not good. That's right next to 5, which is actually a jackpot number. So we're still in the profit, but we're going back to that $120 bet, which is a big bet. And we need to win 3 in a row before we come down a level. I mean, just landing number 8 again, and it'll help us out massively. Yeah, I don't want to be on $150 bets because I think without the jackpot numbers, you're going to be. It's going to take a long time to recover. You're going to need like 9 wins in a row. 29 is a jackpot number. 180. We're basically back at. We're straight back to session profit. Right, reset. What? Why didn't that happen last time? It must be because we won this one on the way down. Last time we went loser, loser, loser. This time we went loser, 1 win, loser, loser. So there you go. If that happens to you, loser, 1 win, loser, loser, then jackpot, you're straight back to where you started. I wasn't expecting that. I'm not sure why. I thought we'd have to have at least... Oh, 5's a jackpot. Great. 2, 2, 2. 3 little ducks. Right, repeat that. Oh, that's a bummer, isn't it? That we actually got into session profit on that number 29. Because if we were on those $90 bets or $60 bets, our jackpot number would have sent us into the stratosphere. So here you go, win to loss ratio. Actually, on the unlucky side, this should be double this number, but doesn't tell the whole story. We've hit far more jackpot numbers than we should have. I'm sure of it. Like I said, we should only hit 6. I think we've hit 5 already. 21's a good one. Like just a nice win. Just having a look at that on the board. Go to these numbers. 21. So that's a winner. 4's a winner. 2's a winner. 19's a winner. So 25 is a loser, but that section of the board looks... Oh, 15's also a loser. Yes, it's not that great. Just thinking if it had a section of the wheel that was quite nice for us. But I think losers are dotted everywhere in this. Okay, we're just collecting that $6 profit for the time being. Let me count how many jackpots we've had. So we had 1 there. Was that a jackpot? Yeah. 2. Was that a jackpot? Yeah. 3. 4. 5. That was a jackpot there as well. We've hit 6. We're only supposed to hit 6 this entire session. So hopefully they don't go missing. Okay, we can repeat that bet. So we've been going for 22 spins, 240. I mean, if it carries on like this, got a great chance of being in the top 8. I'm just a bit nervous that this can quickly fall apart at the end. We've seen that with other strategies. And I know there's people in the comment section saying, well, you got to continue until you finish your progression, but that could take forever and it could go bust. So I have to be strict with the 37 spin rule. It's the only way I can really stay fair, I think. I mean, of course, there's going to be people that have a problem with no matter what I do. The bet's wrong, the strategy's wrong. Let me just add a unit there. I previously did timed for anybody that's been familiar with the channel for a while. We did 30 minutes, but then it came to my attention that some strategies in those 30 minutes had 40 spins, some had 45, some had 36. It depends on the dealer's spin. So I went, right, 37 spins. It's a good number for roulette strategy because there's 37 numbers. But we have had an occasion where a strategy was doing really well, and just because it was right at the end, it didn't have chance to recover. But that's the game of roulette. Unfortunately, timing is everything. Well, not everything, but it's a big part. Oh, I know 22 is not good. Let's repeat and add a unit. See what I mean? We were flying, and if we lose this, we're only $60 in profit. It is a wavy graph, isn't it? Just like I was saying, it's like this. And I have a bad feeling that it could quite easily go like this. We'll stick with it. Franco Flow, for the time being, is doing quite nicely. But like I said right at the start, I think this is an aggressive 4-4-2. Getting 17. Oh, no. Another loser. That's annoying to have a whack right next to a jackpot number. Repeat, add a unit. Does that happen a lot? So 17 is a jackpot, 34 is a loser, and 25 is a loser. So that jackpot next to it is both whacks. What's 20 look like? 14's a winner, 1 is a loser, 29. Well, I can't find 29. 7 is a winner, 18 is a winner. So it doesn't happen there. Okay, 2 is a winner. So that's 1 win. And we just repeat the bet. That was a $24 profit. 2 more of them will drop down to $90. What else do we have in terms of whacks? Number 5, 10 is a whack, 24 is a whack. So that jackpot number, 2 whacks next to it. 28 is a jackpot, 23 is fine, 30 is fine. And then another one, 32. 0's a winner, 15's a loser. Yeah, so next to these jackpot numbers, there's a fair amount of whacks. We only have 13. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's just frustrating when you see it get close. There's a jackpot though. Yes, straight into session profit and we reset. I feel like we're getting very fortunate being able to reset at those moments instead of going from 120 down to 90, down to 60, back down to 30. We're like there or thereabouts, then bang, reset, which is perfect. I don't want to be having multiple $90 bets, multiple $120 bets. Because like I said, we've only got a 64.8% probability of winning, which means we've got a 35.2% probability of losing. Good job. It let us completely reset because we just lost that one. Repeat. Add a unit. I think 10 is the annoying one there. 8's obviously a jackpot. 23 wins, 10 loses, 5 is a jackpot. Oh, and then 24. Yeah, so this bit here is okay, except for number 10. But I can't get greedy. I won the last jackpot, so can't ask for too much. Are we ever going to be in a situation where we win three small ones and reset? There's only 18 of those numbers, so maybe not. Pete, add a unit. It's a funny one, these stats. Just looking at those numbers, we are unlucky. Like, just on the 37 spins that we have, we should only lose 13 of them. We've already lost 12. But within those 17 winners, there's at least 7, maybe 8 jackpot numbers, which is too many. So we're getting more whacks, but we're getting more jackpot numbers. There's another whack right next to 32, which is a big one for us. Repeat. Add a unit. If I lose this, I'm back in the negative. I can't believe how erratic this is. Well, I can believe it because I said it was going to happen. But you go up and you come down and you go up and you come down. We're on 30 spins. We've only got 7 more. I can't really afford to go any deeper into the hole, to be honest. I don't want to be losing these. Don't want to be losing these $120 bets. Okay, 4 is okay. Anybody following this roulette tournament knows that number 4 has been horrendous for us. That seems to be the number in this tournament that just sends us into oblivion. Which one was it? There was one strategy where 4 wasn't covered, and it must have come out like 5 or 6 times. Right, no more losers, please. We've had our 13 losers that we were expecting. No more. There's another one, which I did not want to happen. I'm in the negative now. Repeat. Add a unit. Is this going to fall apart at the end? 32 spins. Big bets on the table. And we need a jackpot number, guys. I had a feeling that this was going to, because of the aggressiveness of when you need to reset, I had a feeling that this could happen. $21's okay. $6 in profit. Let's just repeat the bet. Just want 2 more wins. Well, I don't just want 2 more wins, but I'd like 2 more wins to get that bet down to 120. To mainly show you that is part of this strategy. It's not happened throughout this entire 33 spins. Win 3 small ones, reset. If you want to give me a jackpot number, that's absolutely fine. Do that. But these are the biggest bets that we've had. $150. Don't want to be losing these. 20. Oh, I'll take 18. 18's fine. 29 was right next door. So that's 2 wins. Let's repeat this bet. If we win this, we drop it to 120. Now's the time to hit a jackpot number. Yeah, 2 wins just before we reset, or not reset, just before we drop a level, hit a jackpot number and we can fly. 34 spins. I feel like this is a big one because we can at least reduce our bet if this wins. We are favourite to win. 24 winning numbers. Okay, we'll take 0. So we're going to reduce that bet. Just quickly show you. So we were on 150 and we're now going to go to 120. $35 spins, so only 2 more. If we can avoid the next 2 losses, we'll be in profit. $17, yes! Am I in session profit? No, I'm not. So it's a 120 bet. I'm going to go down to a $90 bet. So it all happened at the end. Because that didn't take me into session profit. See, we were at 252. Now we're at 234. Because that didn't take me into session profit, I only go back a level. Could do with another one of those. Put it straight back into 17. Oh, 8 would have done great, but we'll take it. I think that's exactly session profit, yeah. 252. Look at these stats. 37. Slightly unlucky with the losses. Definitely lucky with the jackpot numbers. Franco Flow. That graph did exactly what I expected it to do. I'm happy that it finished at a peak. $252. Of course, you will receive a third of those winnings. What did you guys think of the 442? Perhaps a bit too erratic for some people, but let me know your thoughts and I'll see you in the next video.